Judges, Part 2. When ordinary people rise in difficult times. Theme: courage, leadership, unexpected strength, and the power of awakening. Help often comes through unexpected people. The cycle continued. The people drifted. Pressure increased. Fear returned. But every time darkness grew, someone unexpected rose. Not perfect people, not famous kings, ordinary individuals willing to act with courage. The book of Judges reminds us, sometimes the greatest change begins with someone who simply decides to stand up. Othniel, the first judge who brought restoration. Israel fell into oppression. The people cried out, and Othniel rose to lead them. He brought stability and peace back to the nation. Meaning today, the first lesson of Judges is simple. Problems ignored grow stronger. But restoration begins when someone takes responsibility. Othniel represents people who step forward instead of remaining passive. Families, businesses, communities, and even personal lives change when someone says, "I will no longer remain asleep to what is happening." Ehud, AOD, frees Israel, strategy and courage. After another cycle of oppression, Ehud rises. He was different, unexpected, yet he used wisdom, timing, and courage to free the people. This story shows that victory does not always come through strength alone. Sometimes it comes through strategy. Meaning today, many people think they lack what is necessary because they do not fit the expected image. But history often changes through unlikely individuals. Your uniqueness may not be a weakness. It may be part of your assignment. Applied today, do not underestimate your perspective, your creativity, your different way of thinking. Some solutions require courage and intelligence together. Deborah and Barak. Leadership that awakens others. Then comes Deborah, a judge, leader, and voice of wisdom. At a time when fear ruled many hearts, she brought clarity. Barak was called to battle, but Deborah's confidence helped awaken courage in him. Meaning today, strong leadership does not only command, it inspires. Deborah reminds us that wisdom, courage, and influence are not limited by gender, position, or status. Real leaders bring clarity in confusion, encourage action in fear, awaken courage in others. Some people enter a room and spread panic. Others enter and restore direction. Be the second kind. Jael and Sisera, courage in unexpected places. Sisera, the enemy commander, fled. He entered Jael's tent expecting safety. But Jael acted decisively and courageously. This moment is striking because victory came from a place no one expected. Meaning today, never assume strength only exists in obvious places. Some of the strongest people are those society overlooks. Jael represents courage that acts when the moment demands it. Applied today, there are moments in life when hesitation prolongs problems. Wisdom is knowing when to wait, when to speak, when to act decisively. The Song of Deborah, gratitude after victory. After the victory, Deborah and Barak sing. This matters deeply. They pause to give thanks. The song celebrates courage, unity, and deliverance. Meaning today, many people pray during difficulty but forget gratitude after victory. Yet gratitude protects the heart from pride. The song reminds us, celebrate progress, honor those who helped, remember what was overcome. Applied today, a grateful person stays grounded, and grounded people are harder to corrupt by success. The pattern continues. Why do people repeat cycles? Judges keep showing the same pattern. Drift, oppression, crying out, deliverance, peace, forgetfulness. Why repeat it? because human beings often forget lessons once pressure disappears. Meaning today, people often promise change during crisis, but once comfort returns, discipline fades. This is why consistency matters more than emotion. Real growth is not temporary inspiration. It is sustained transformation. What Judges, Part 2, teaches us today? This chapter gives timeless lessons. Change begins when someone takes responsibility. Courage and strategy work together. Leadership should awaken others. Strength often appears in unexpected people. Gratitude protects the heart. Consistency matters more than temporary emotion. Cycles continue until lessons are learned. Final reflection. Who rises when times are difficult? Judges. Part 2 reminds us that difficult seasons reveal people. Some remain passive. Some become fearful. Some wait for others to act. But others rise, not because they feel no fear, but because they understand that silence and passivity also have consequences. Perhaps the deepest lesson is this: history often changes through ordinary people who decide not to remain asleep. Deborah awakened courage. Ehud used wisdom. Jael acted decisively. Othniel restored direction. Different people, different personalities. One common trait: they responded when the moment required it. And maybe the question for us today is, when life places responsibility in front of us, will we step back or rise? Subscribe to Sacred Voices of Faith. Thank you for sharing.